Tonight on DC News Now at 9, a school lunch scare. Over a dozen DC schools possibly sent food contaminated with listeria. We're live with what we know from health officials. And a burial controversy, the effort in Virginia to move the final resting site of several Black Americans, the plans to build on the site and the pushback. And we're following the money, stretching your dollar, how holiday shopping plans can send you ahead on your wish lists and save you even more.
And it has been a spectacular Saturday with lots of sunshine. Can we continue that trend into Sunday? Stick around for my full forecast.
And the key to the city, the two-time Super Bowl winner gets a prestigious honor. How the hometown hero continues to help local kids get ahead.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. We begin tonight in the district. Police are investigating 3 separate shootings that left 3 people hurt overnight. The first, that was reported on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue in Southeast around 11 p.m. in Congress Heights. Then around 11:50, police responded to Nash Place in Southeast for a shooting. Finally, around 1:30 this morning, authorities went to the Petworth neighborhood on 14th and Quincy Streets. All 3 victims are reportedly men and were found conscious and breathing. Meantime, Metro Police also say that they've arrested a man for pointing a rifle at a woman during a kerfuffle over a parking spot, a road rage incident in Southeast. Officials say Cleophas Moore, who was a tow truck driver, and a woman got into an argument over that parking spot on U Street. Moore allegedly then took out a rifle and pointed it at the woman before leaving the scene. He was caught this past Thursday. This apparently happened in August. He's being charged with assault with a dangerous weapon. And police say a man is dead after being stabbed in Northwest overnight. Officials responded to Delafield Place around 1:15 a.m. It's there officers found Michael Bowie, who was stabbed inside of a building. He was soon pronounced dead at the scene. Police are offering a reward of up to $25,000 for information that leads to a conviction. Our time is 9:02. As Scott said at the top of the newscast, it has been not only a great Saturday, we have been teased and blessed with great weather almost all week long.
Absolutely, Ben. You know what? It's nice to be back here. So we've had some lovely weather so far, and that nice weather continued today. The average should be 68, but we got up to 75 degrees today. And that, again, was 13 degrees off the record high of 88 set back in 1938. Where do we stand now? 59 degrees. We have cooled down since the sun has set. We do still, though, have a continuation of clear skies across the board. Now, what about our temperatures? As you'll note here, throughout the evening, we'll dip down quickly into the upper 40s here, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning before turning the corner and getting up into the middle 50s around 10 o'clock or so. So what about the weather headlines? We've got some patchy morning frost again for places in several of the valleys, especially out towards our western viewing areas west of I-81. Sunny and pleasant on Sunday. Next rain chance will be Wednesday night. Oh, yeah. And, of course, we're still watching the tropics. Yes, it is. The hurricane season doesn't end officially until November 30th. So we are still watching the tropics, and it is still active out there with 2 separate storms, and thankfully neither will impact the United States. We'll talk about those, though, coming up in my full weather. Ben?
All right, we'll see you in a bit, Scott. Meantime, there's some outrage in Virginia over the disturbance of another historic Black cemetery. Months ago, the construction of a data center in Prince William County damaged some grave sites. Now there are concerns as an investor is looking to relocate the Stafford Family Cemetery. DC News Now's Haley Milon has more on this controversy.
Yeah, this land is ripe for the data center development that we've seen taking over Northern Virginia and especially Prince William County. But here's why this site has community members concerned. Those woods behind me are home to the grave sites of 19th century freed Black farmers. And here's the problem. There's currently no permit for the land, meaning that the investors only need permission from the descendants of the Stafford family to move the remains. But if there were a permit, there would need to be an archaeological survey to determine the significance of the land. Civic groups worry about preserving the history of Black families in the area. Earlier in the year, data center construction damaged 2 other historic Black grave sites. Catherine Kulik is the vice chair of HOA Roundtable, and she says this is more encroachment on the county's history.
If they're taking this unusual move to actually relocate an historic cemetery, one might conclude that there would be something that would create a problem for them making it the kind of development that they're seeking.
John Rinaldi is the attorney for the landowners. He says they're looking into a number of sites that the remains can be moved to where they would receive adequate care. He says that's just not really possible if developers were to build around the grave sites. In Prince William County, I'm Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Haley. In Maryland, a Howard County man has been arrested after trying to join ISIS. That's according to federal court documents that have revealed 21-year-old Michael T.K. Jr. attempted to provide material support to the terrorist group and planned to carry out an attack in the U.S. on people who support Israel. T.K. was arrested trying to board a flight to Ethiopia on Monday at BWI. Well, some D.C. residents are speaking out, saying that a large construction project in their neighborhood is causing major headaches. The project is a new bus terminal in Ward 5. Weekend morning anchor Tosa Fakile talked to somebody who lives nearby. They say the construction is just another slam against their quality of life.
It's pretty sad that they would consider putting it here.
Jason Melton says the bus terminal the city is constructing on W Street in the Brentwood area is creating problems for people who live there.
Take up all the parking spaces, throw their trash out at the end of the day and leave it for us to pick up. And and so this bus terminal is going to make it worse. So the traffic on Montana Avenue is already bad. All their trucks and construction equipment they have lined up on the streets with porta-johns.
The OSSE DOT bus terminal project started construction in 2020. The terminal will house about 250 buses at the most. Melton says the work happening is affecting the air and traffic.
The buses themselves are not going to be able to get out of the neighborhood and be able to get these kids to school on time. It's hard enough to get out of the neighborhood now, to get onto Montana Avenue in New York. It is very difficult already, and then you add 250 buses to that.
He says they're working with a group called Empower DC and federal officials.
We are working with the EPA, the federal EPA, and so we have been meeting with them to get them out here.
Melton says enough is enough, and city leaders need to be accountable.
Come in and do a proper assessment of Brentwood. It's not fair that it's 50% of all of industrial sites are in Ward 5. And I invite anyone, the mayor, Zachary Parker, our Ward 5 council member, to come out and see and talk to the residents and see what we are experiencing.
For DC News Now, I'm Tosa Fakile.
And DC News Now reached out to Ward 5 council member Zachary Parker to ask if he's aware of the issue. We've not yet heard back. Well, the Washington football legend honored in D.C. Former cornerback Darrell Green presented with a key to the city earlier today. The two-time Super Bowl champ received the honor at Franklin Park in downtown. Green continues to make an impact on the district off the field through his Green Family Foundation, founded in 1988. It provides academic programs for D.C. kids, focusing on leadership development. And people we caught up with say Green is one local hero who deserves the key.
Just a tremendous icon in the city. If there's anybody who's deserving of it, it's Darrell Green.
He deserves that key to the city because he does a lot for the youth, he does a lot for the community. He's about that servant leadership is what I call it.
Tomorrow, the Washington Commanders will retire Darrell Green's number during a special halftime ceremony in their matchup against the Carolina Panthers. Way to go. Congrats indeed. All right, homecoming is underway at several schools, including at Howard University in the district. This is all scenes in the Shaw neighborhood. Alumni coming back to their old stomping grounds to celebrate the 100th homecoming at the HBCU. Festivities kicked off this morning with a community parade along Georgia Avenue. Today also marked day 2 of Yard Fest, the historic outdoor concert series held at the Yard on campus ahead of today's football game.